The trial is not the story of a crime. The trial is the story of feeling guilty without knowing what the crime is, or how a person is slowly crushed by a system without meaning. With this novel, Kafka does not describe an unjust court, because unjust courts are familiar. We can feel anger toward them. We can object to them. What Kafka describes is far more dangerous. This novel describes a meaningless world. But this world is frightening, not because it is chaotic, but because it is excessively orderly. Everything works, everything is in its place, everything functions, but no one knows why it functions. And a human being is lost most deeply inside meaninglessness. Josef K is an ordinary man, and this ordinariness is his greatest crime. He works at a bank, he knows his job. His life is orderly. In the eyes of society, he is normal. But in Kafka's world, being normal is not protection. One morning, he wakes up. Everything is as it was. The room is the same. The bed is the same. The window is the same. City sounds come from outside. People are going to work. Clocks are running. The world is turning. But Josef K is no longer the same person, because there are two men in his room. They do not look like police. They do not look like clerks. They do not look like officials. Yet they act as if they have always been there, as if the room already belonged to them, as if Josef K is the guest. They do not answer his questions. They do not say who they are. They do not explain where they came from. They do not accuse him of a crime. They present no evidence. They say only this: you are under arrest. This word does not close a door, but it locks a life. These two men have names, Franz and William, but these names carry no meaning. They are not individuals. They are not will. They do not decide. They only execute. They know nothing of crime, nothing of evidence, nothing of justification, but they know one thing very well: questioning is unnecessary. These men are not evil, and that is precisely why they are terrifying, because here evil does not work through intention, but through obedience. Josef K is surprised, because he knows he has committed no crime. His life is proper, he works, he pays his taxes, he harms no one. In society's eyes, he is a reasonable man. But here, the crime does not matter. In Kafka's world, crime is not a cause. Crime is a result. What matters is this: if a system has declared you guilty, your innocence no longer has meaning. Josef K is free, and yet he is arrested. He can go to work, he can walk the streets, he can speak, he can smile. But now, he is always being watched. And this feeling of being watched is more effective than real surveillance, because he does not know when he is being watched, and humans fear most what they do not know. Where is the court? Who is the judge? What is the crime? When will the trial end? No one answers. This uncertainty is the trial itself. Kafka's court is not a place. It is a process. The more Josef K searches for answers, the more complex the system becomes. Every door opens to another door. Every answer turns into a new question. And Josef K realizes this trial exists not to be understood, but to be lost in. Courtrooms are not in courthouses. They are in attics, in narrow stairways, in suffocating rooms. The air is heavy. The walls are dirty. The light is insufficient. People are tired. Faces are familiar but expressionless. Everyone seems to know something, but no one tells the truth. Because in this system, truth is not shared. Truth is kept on the upper floors, and on the lower floors, only rumors circulate. As the trial progresses, time deteriorates, not by accelerating, but by slowing down. Days pass, weeks pass, but Josef K does not feel that he is advancing. Because in this trial, time is not a measure, it is a tool of pressure. He does not know when he will be summoned. He does not know how long he will wait. He does not know how long he has been guilty. And a human being consumes himself in a waiting without duration. Time here does not heal, time erodes. At first, no one is openly hostile to Josef K, but no one stands beside him either. People avoid asking questions. They keep their glances brief. They change the subject, because in this trial, the most dangerous thing is closeness. Guilt is contagious. And people distance themselves not from the guilty, but from the possibility of becoming guilty. There must be something is a defensive reflex here. People protect their own innocence through the guilt of others. They are judges, but they cannot be reached. They stand in high places, but they are not noble. Being a judge here is not wisdom. It's a position, and positions are not questioned. Judges do not speak. They exert pressure simply by existing. They are lawyers, but they do not defend. They do not know the case file. They cannot speed up the process. They do not deliver results. They only imply that they understand how the system works. And they make you feel this: if you don't have the right connections, you have already lost. Justice here is not a right, it's a privilege. They are officials, but they do not explain. They speak as if they know the rules, but no one shows where those rules are written. Because in this system, the law is invisible, and you cannot defend yourself against an invisible law. Kafka's fear is exactly here. This trial does not take place in a courtroom, but in the human mind. The voice rise not outside, but inside. Josef K goes to a lawyer, Holt. This man is a sick lawyer. He manages everything from his bed. He has connections, but he does not know the case file. Because in this system, defense is not built on knowledge, but on access. The lawyer does not save you, but he makes you wait. And waiting in Kafka is the most effective punishment. Leni is the lawyer's servant, but she is also a strange extension of the system. She approaches Josef K. She seduces him. She offers intimacy, but this intimacy is not salvation. It is the system binding a human being through the body, because in Kafka, closeness is never innocent. Over time, Josef K begins to watch himself. He weighs his word. He thinks about how he walks. He adjusts his tone. He controls his gaze. Because he has learned this, a wrong word, a wrong posture, a wrong silence can become evidence against him. There is no longer a need for an external watcher. The system has settled inside him. According to Kafka, the most perfect form of power is self-surveillance. Josef K changes over time. At first, he is angry. He shouts. He objects. He says he has been wronged. Then he becomes defensive. He starts explaining himself. He tries to cleanse his past. He tries to prove that he is a good person. Then he becomes tired, and after a while, he realizes this. The more he defends himself, the more guilty he feels. Because the system teaches him this, if you were innocent, you wouldn't try so hard. This sentence is one of Kafka's most merciless lines, because here, even innocence becomes suspicious. Silence is a crime. Speaking is a crime. Defending yourself is a crime. Not defending yourself as well. Josef K now thinks, maybe I really did something, but I don't remember what I did. This is the system's victory, not producing crime, but producing a sense of guilt. Because crime requires evidence, but guilt grows through habit. Josef K does not lose hope all at once. Hope rose slowly. First he says, maybe it's a mistake. Then, maybe it will be corrected. Then, maybe there is a higher authority. But in Kafka's world, hope is not salvation. Hope teaches waiting. And a waiting person does not act. One day, Josef K hears a story. Before the law, a man wants to enter the law. The door is open, but he is not allowed in. He waits 4 years. He consumes his life. And just before he dies, he learns this. This door was meant only for him. But now it's too late. When Josef K hears this story, he understands this. This trial will never end, because this trial exists not to produce results, but to produce obedience. In the final, Josef K is taken away. No one shouts, no one runs, no one rushes. Two men takes him quietly. They bring him to a quarry. The sky is calm. The sea is distant. The world looks normal. The knife is silent. And as Josef K dies, he feels one thing: shame. Not guilt, shame. Because he is ashamed for no longer resisting, for remaining silent, for accepting. Kafka does not ask us, "Are you guilty?" He asks this: if a system can make you feel guilty, does real guilt still matter? The trial does not describe the absence of justice, but the absence of meaning, and that is why it is still terrifying. Because this story did not end, because this story was not closed, and because most of us do not know why we feel guilty, and because perhaps now the ones waiting in front of the door are us. If this video stayed with you somewhere, if even a single sentence made you stop and think, if it made you feel that you are not alone. To keep these kinds of videos coming, liking the video, leaving your thoughts in the comments, and sharing it is enough for us to continue this journey together. If you don't want to miss these moments of confrontation, subscribe, because this place is for those who can't run away from themselves. If you are here, it means we are asking the same questions. You can also follow me on my social media accounts. Take very good care of yourself. See you.